Hi, and welcome to Ask Me Anything. So the question brought up to me is, how would you work or reach an individual with pre-verbal or even pre-birth trauma who has a deeply rooted need to understand what happened to them in their past ancestral line and be able to open them up enough to overcome resistances to new things? This is a great question because a lot of people don't understand or don't even know that we can have trauma that occurs in the womb. They just don't know it. And so her experience is one that has happened pre-birth, it happened in the womb, but it's impacting her now. So how do you be able to take something that happened in the womb, so you have very little conscious memory of it, that what you do know is that there's certain areas of your life you're not able to make movement, or whenever that area comes up, you have strong resistance. The first thing that you want to do from an energy perspective and a healing perspective is, one, understand what the pattern is. What happened? What are you holding on to? What messages were given to you or that you absorbed in the energy? I've worked with many people around womb trauma, and it could be things like, their parent was pregnant with them, their mother was pregnant with them, they were in the womb growing, and the mother goes through a trauma, and that trauma lodges into your field as well. So it's not even your trauma, but you're taking on the trauma of the parent. Or the parent has such a strong way of thinking about something. So one of my clients who had challenges with relationships, her mother would say things like, men are no good, they're good for nothing, you can't bank on them, you can't trust them, you don't need them in your life. And those were her mother's thoughts over and over and over again. So you can only imagine how that impacted her. It impacted her in her ability to go and have a relationship that really supported her. Because the programming was men were bad, they were no good, you can't trust them, you see? So if you have a strong pattern showing up in your life and you have no idea why that pattern is there, a great place to do, to look at it, is to go back to womb and see, did something happen in the womb around this pattern? The other place to look is past life. Are you bringing something forward from another lifetime that's impacting you in this lifetime? Because in both those instances, you can clear up the energy and then create a new belief system for you currently. So that's womb, and absolutely everyone can do womb work. You can shift womb work, even if you're in resistance, but you have a desire for something else. If you don't have a desire for something else, it's hard to shift the womb work. But if you have a stronger desire to live differently, have something differently, be differently, then you can indeed make those shifts in the energy first. And then you look at what neural pathways you've established, what belief systems do you have, and then you shift it up in this lifetime, in the physical. And once you shift those beliefs and your neural pathways, you create some mantras to help support you in going after and getting what it is that you truly desire. So that is one thing. Here's the other thing. When you feel a lot of resistance, it's because your soul is pushing you to break through something. That's where the resistance is coming from. The resistance comes from your soul wanting you to move forward in life and your mind wanting you to stay safe in life. And it creates friction and resistance. And so a great thing to do is understand why your soul wants to take you on the journey it wants to have. And if you buy into that journey, if you feel like, yes, this is my soul purpose, yes, I want to do it, then yes, there will be some mind resistance, but you can change that up. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Ask Me Anything. I cannot wait to connect with you next week. Take care.